Now I decided to draw a diagram of such a farm that I was just talking about back here, the concrete plots. Now I draw diagrams all the time, change my mind all the time. If you know more, you do more, so on. But this is the type of designs you could do that are, once it's done, it lasts a long time, right? Definitely if you've got a little bit more money to do parts of concrete thick enough where they won't crack as bad. But concrete always cracks, right? And you can always touch it up very easy, right? If it cracks and they bother you too much when it comes to how thick do you want that concrete, because they always crack. Land always moves, definitely farmland, right? And you can always just, if it's thinly and cheaply done, top it up, and over time top it up. You can make it more thicker, or just spray it. Spray it with certain things also makes things stronger. Just a couple of little ideas that I'm chucking out. Or you could just leave certain areas with a different material. Everything can be covered in a different material. So this could be done with plastic, right? Or cool looking plastic that looks like it's rocks and stuff. You can print things on plastic to help reflect the heat back, right? But anyway, and so plastic can be changed, definitely if it's a renewable type of plastic, right? That's an alright idea to quickly smack things out and not have to worry about big resources at the start. And so what you do is you have a system like that, with your sprinkler system underground, of course, and your plants spread out in your certain areas. Now these X's, they mean they're plants that help create, to help bug spray. So this plant brings in bugs that will eat the bugs that eat that plant. Right? It's a balance of plants. And so you go, what plant do I have to mix in with my plant, or a couple of plants, to help fight off the bugs? And what plants are more likely not to bring any bugs themselves? Right? And when it comes to chemicals they release, to what they attract to help kill the other bugs around. Right? That's knowledge that's always been around that we lose, and that because we got chemicals and stuff like that. But it'll help people connect back to earth and what plants we have and stuff like that. And in the end, in the long run, and these plants can just regrow and maintain like usual, would save you a lot of money, and chemicals and all sorts of things. Doing that kind of thing, it's an ecosystem. It's how nature tries to set itself up to make a balance. Right? And then you have the attractors here in between the lanes, like I said, little gaps here so they can move around. And you get big trees, the biggest trees you can grow that you can find out there for your area, and that is strong and flexible, because you don't want it to break and do damage or be scary in any way. So that's what I'd recommend. And they can grow big, right? They can grow these big trees. That way, if it's concrete, right, even if it's not, the ground gets a temperature like a desert. And these trees allow naturally to cool the ground. Now, trees can also bring in bugs, so you've got to watch out what they bring in or what they can attract to. And you put the right ones in for your area, and that's natural cool of the ground and a setup instead of standards. So you can do it in rows like that too. You don't want circles and your crops and all that kind of crap. So I just thought I'd quickly do a diagram. Like I do when I go to do little diagrams of my designs in my head. Sometimes I could just quickly bang it out, just quickly bang that one out. But as I've done ones with caravans, how to make a compact caravan, how I want the caravan to be. If I had limited money, I always make these diagrams think, how much fun's that? And then it just makes you feel down. It's like reading beauty magazines, man. And so I don't do it very often unless I need to. You keep most of it in your head. Anyway, have a good one out there, and I thought I'll chuck that out there. What do you reckon, farmers, of that kind of design? Would that work? Would you laugh at me if I decided to do a design like that? What would you say to me about that? Have a good one, and see you later.